I'm sure we've all had missed opportunities or mishaps of some sort during our photography journeys. One of my biggest mishaps was very early on, right here. In today's video, I return to a place that I've avoided for quite a while. There's always a good reason to return to a location, different conditions, new compositions, or you just love the location. For me, it was all of these and the need to finally confront my fears. Good morning. This was probably my most favourite place along the Great Ocean Road down here in southwestern Victoria. Now, I say was because last time I was here, and that was a good couple of years ago, I lost my camera. That's right, I lost my camera and my lens to the Southern Ocean just right behind me. There was a rogue swell that came in, took me by surprise. It was about shin deep on me, and it dragged my tripod with my camera and lens on it, dragged it out, and I was chasing after it, but I unfortunately lost it to the salt water, and it wasn't insured at the time, so I was a little bit traumatized by that experience, and I think that's probably explained partly why I've subconsciously been reluctant to come back here. I'm a little bit nervous right now, to be honest. So it has been a while, but I have to confront my fears, and so I'm very glad to be back out here again this morning. It looks like it's going to be beautiful morning for some sunrise photography. So hopefully let's get further than where I was last time. I'll make my way down there towards the sea stacks, Gog and Magog, iconic sea stacks down along the Great Ocean Road. So let's get set up and see how we go today, and let's get some ripper shots this morning, hopefully. I might have been strolling along casually here, but I'd arrived a little later than I wanted. And it wasn't long before I was racing against the clock to squeeze in some pre-dawn shots. And it also wasn't long before I started to have some flashbacks of the last time I was here. But this time, there was no way I was letting go of my tripod. All right, my first composition this morning, I've got Gog and Magog, and I'm just following this beautiful curve of the shoreline as it weaves an S-bend to my left, and I've got the beautiful sunrise and a bit of a cliff top in my frame, and a lot of the foreground with the waves, and I'm wanting to capture the waves as they come in and then just pull out, and sometimes you can get some beautiful patterns in the water and also bubbles and textures in the sand in the foreground. So one of the things that I love most about sunrise photography along the beach, especially when there has been high tide overnight, is that the waves just come in and obviously wipe away all the footprints and just leave beautiful untouched sand here in the foreground. And of course, got to make sure that you're here during low tide. Always have an eye on the ocean. And I'm on it about 1 second at the moment. I've got my circular polarizer on, and I might have to put a stick stop on shortly. So just waiting for a beautiful wave to come through. And as it comes out, I don't mind the patterns of the bubbles here. So I'll take a few shots, and then what I'll do is I think I'll swing around clockwise and try and get more of Gog and Magog in my center. So I'm out very wide at the moment. In summer, not only does the sun rise earlier, but it also rises more quickly. With a few compositions in mind and a lot of ground to cover in a short period of time, I had to move fast. I'm now just right in front of both sea stacks, and what I'm really looking to do is capture Gog and Magog almost one behind the other, but I want to see some separation between the two sea stacks. And I am now angled down low looking up because I really do want to emphasize the grandeur of these sea stacks. I am still going wide though because I still want to capture the vastness of the beautiful ocean behind them. And as the sun is now rising over the cliff tops here, it's casting this beautiful soft diffuse light over the sea stacks, and trying to capture some of this water, of course, as well as it's flowing out. Now, one thing to be mindful of is you do get a lot of ocean spray, so do keep in mind that you should clean your lens every now and then just to get rid of the water spots. But it is such a beautiful morning, so calm and lovely down here. So I'm on 2 seconds now. I've still got my 6-stop on, and I love that shot. That's beautiful. I'll take some long exposures from here, and then I'll just work my way counterclockwise back towards that direction. So I think this is my last composition of the morning. I've worked my way along the foreshore and I've taken all the images I wanted to take, I think. So I'm really just focusing on Gog and Magog straight in front of me, and I've moved closer to the shoreline because being low tide with the outgoing tide, it has been receding as the morning has progressed. And the sun is starting to now really work its way up here behind the cliff face just in front of me. So the clouds have sort of, you can see this patch of clouds just worked its way behind Gog, and I've noticed that the water as it's receding, it's tended to create a bit of a V line just in front of Gog there. So I'm trying to see if I can capture it as it's going out, and seeing if I can get them to join as almost a vertical line behind Gog. So we'll see how that goes. But I've had such a fantastic morning out here, and I hope you have too. Thanks so much for joining me on this vlog today. It's always just beautiful shooting at sunrise, my favorite time of day to shoot. Accident free so far, so I'm super glad about that. Camera and lens is alive. I'm alive. It's a great morning to be out and taking in all the fresh air and the beautiful scene. So just to wrap up, I wanted to say we all have challenges and we have moments of adversity and accidents. If you're accident prone like me when we're out in the field, or you miss a shot for a particular reason, don't let that hold you back. It's always a great excuse to make sure that you do find your way back out on location again, and you know, overcome your fears, your anxieties, and then just your low points. It's always good. I mean, with photography, it's always about perseverance. So keep persevering, and eventually you'll get the image that you're after. But enjoy everything else in between. So thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it again. Please give this video a big like if you did like it, and if you're not already a subscriber, I would so much appreciate you subscribing. Get out there, enjoy your photography, take that shot, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.